You know just what you do to me. Play my emotions.
Well, day 2 and I've done some more mowing. I've managed to get about another half of the area filled, so just the infill. Still got a bit more I can take off there. Apparently the neighbour's got some bags of clippings I can use for my compost, so I'll have a look over there. Put them on the trailer apparently, so we'll see. Couple of black sacks, I'll grab those and then I'll have a look up the top in a minute and see what I can do with them. So I'm round by my compost heap, just checking these bags now. Looks to me like they can all go pretty much straight in the compost. Yeah, most of that stuff will just rot down directly. I won't need to run it through the little mulcher. That'll be fine, put some more lawn clippings on there later. Anyways, so you can kind of see where I'm up to. That spot through the middle there is not done yet, but most of that all along there's got at least one good layer on it. So we'll see how it goes. Might get a bit more done today. Might even widen it out a bit. Eventually we intend on putting drainage through here and maybe out back to along to the back of the retaining wall. We've got drainage behind, so it gets a bit soggy through here. Beautiful day, especially for autumn. Right down the valley again. Looks really nice out there. Oh, neighbour's dogs are out. Let's have a look what we can see. See the windmills on the hills there. Electrical generation. Right, I better get back to it. So we've got a end of day update. I've pulled out all the pallets we had down the side of the feed jars. We don't need those anymore. We had them because we had a cooney pig for a while, and it was to keep him out from the feed jars, which he really enjoyed. So I've just pulled those out. I'm looking at stripping down some of those boards, tidied up this mess along there. Don't know if I've tidied it up, but I've pulled it all out, thrown some rubbish away and mowed it flat, so we can just pop some of that stuff back up there. Some of the pallets, etc. we'll probably use. And along the edge of the new garden area, we've just put some boards to separate a bit. We just figured that would help us to keep the height right, and just to give us some indication of the levels, and also to keep the edge, like if the wind comes along and blows it away, we figured that would be helpful to keep it all together. So right along here now we have a good thick layer of lawn clippings all the way along there, and the idea is it's thin enough so that it will dry. Doesn't take long for it to start drying. So some of this stuff here is fairly dry on top already, but underneath it's damp. You don't want to get it so thick that it starts going sour at the bottom immediately. You can actually get house flies growing and breeding in lawn clippings, so you don't want to overdo that. So that's how thick we are pretty much. It's just a light fluffy layer, and for now that'll just be drying out, and then we'll add another layer on as the lawn grows again, is the idea. Or we might put another row further out, but at this stage we intend to bring the tractor in, dig a trench along there at the bottom of the hill there, and to put some drainage in there just to stop it getting too damp. That's this bank here actually seeps water all the time. It's basically got a bit of a hidden spring underneath there, and it's just always damp, and we just don't want that to just stay sloppy wet all the time. You might find the compost of interest. So here's our fairly rough compost heap. I really enjoy composting, so one of my little pastimes. So under here is compost that I turned the other day. It's probably been turned 4 times I think now, and it's starting to look pretty good. Still got a ways to go, but starting to look pretty good, and it heats up really good. So kind of just 3 inches inside there, it's already up to about 50 degrees. And you saw this earlier in the day, just some clippings from the neighbour. So that's where we're at today. More as we progress. Oh yes, I should show you what we did around the broad beans if I didn't show you that already. So just walk over to that. So around here we've now laid out a lot of the pea straw around the plants just to shelter those a bit, protect them, and around here as well. And I planted a row of silver beet seedlings from those ones that we got from a kind lady here in Fielding, and so I've put some pea straw around those as well. A little bit of weeding around those. Still nothing much in here, so we'll just leave that as it is. And because it's funny with the number of pumpkin seedlings we've got turning up, and some leftover potatoes as well. But there's a pumpkin seedling there. There's another one there actually. These are swede along there, so need a bit of weeding, but we'll see if we can get some more hay to put around those to protect them a bit. Alrighty, that's all for today. Thanks for watching, and hopefully this has been of interest to you.
You know just what you do to me. Play my emotions like a pair of puppet strings. Did it ever occur to you my heart's more than a toy? Please go easy on me, babe.